Hello, welcome. I am Renee Fowler, a second year master's student studying Ayurvedic aromatherapy at Maharishi International University in Fairfield, Iowa. This is the final presentation for pH 5006 blending led by Dr. Christoph Streicher. This presentation is less than 10 minutes and designed to teach essential oil safety to students admitted into the blending course. It will briefly cover concepts students should already be aware of. By now, you will have been introduced to Dr. Holzel and his love and passion for plants and essential oils. He has made a point of sharing how oils possess the intelligence of the sun and universe like little drops of sunlight. As we see in this illustration, the sun is radioactive. It radiates gamma rays, X-rays, alpha, beta, and neutrons, which damage DNA and cause cancer in our species. However, for plants, it's essential for them to grow, and those plants can either heal us or harm us. So understanding and respect is required. The same concept can be seen in the unified field or with reference to the chakras, which coincide with the Mahamarmas. These natural laws are subtle and seamless, reminiscent of the philosophical Hermetic maxim, which states, as above, so below. Ayurvedically speaking, we also learned that the best time of day to collect the plant material is in the morning. The morning kapha predominant period should yield better structure and stability. There are also seasons and altitudes and other factors that make oils different. Nothing is ever the same. Caution should be exercised in plant material that is genetically modified or subjected to pesticides or harmful metals like lead, mercury, etc., whether in the growing conditions, collection, or processing of the plant material. Rasa Shastra is an important branch of Ayurveda specializing in chemical interactions with herbs, metals, and minerals. The ultimate goal of Rasa Shastra is not to only preserve and prolong life, but also to bestow wealth upon humankind. For this, the Rasa Shastra keeps us safe and does not endorse the solvent extraction method. Oils can be extracted from various parts of the plant's anatomy. Shown here is what appears to be a tomato plant. However, all forms of plants, whether vines, trees, grasses, etc., are used in extracting oils. The parts of the plants range from bark to sap, from root to flower, and anything in between. Varied uses of essential oils range from commercial to personal, holistic to pharmaceutical. Essential oils are found in cleaning supplies, cosmetics, and as food additives in items like candy gum and baked goods. Essential oils are used in massages and for meditation for holistic purposes. Online searches lead many to use oils for various conditions, in DIY recipes and knockoffs for the commercial counterparts. Unwittingly here, many don't research the oils and run a risk of various hazards that we will discuss further. Even though essential oils are formulated into commercially sold food products, that does not mean that they are safe for consumption. Because of the nature of essential oils, taking them orally is cautioned in the United States, and taking them only with direction of a physician or trained aromatherapist. Essential oils are therapeutic, comparable to pharmaceuticals, and should be treated with the same respect, knowing there may be side effects, contraindications, or compatibility issues with other oils or medications. The oral method can include adding to a spoon of sugar, honey, oil, your favorite beverage or food, etc., or even filling a capsule and swallowing it. When I think of safety, I think of preventing death or negative outcomes. In the case of oils, I would think of safety by means of not burning the skin or sending someone to the hospital. The Oxford and Webster's dictionaries define safety as ultimately lacking side effects. Let that sink in, and while that sinks in, I'm going to begin the safety brief. Tingling of the tongue or mouth, maybe even the throat. There may or may not be facial swelling, which could be mild to severe. Pictured here is what I would consider severe swelling of the eyes and the mouth. Hives, they come in a variety of shapes and sizes, but they're all itchy. As we move beyond hives, we note the cough, wheezing, and the onset of anaphylaxis. This anaphylaxis is a serious reaction. Sometimes the symptoms will progress from earlier conditions of tingling and swelling, but you'll want to notice that the potential next risks of coma and death certainly are conditions that you don't want to witness or experience. And even pharmaceutical blends can be applied topically as lotions, gels, or ointments, again, with the same cautions as oral applications are warranted. The skin so happens to be the largest organ of the body and is a membrane that allows passage into the body for medications and essential oils, as well as toxins, etc. Some oils can be applied neat or straight. However, if you are uncertain, a good rule of thumb will be to dilute any essential oil with a carrier oil to play it safe. You could get creative and add essential oils to your body wash, shampoo, lotions, face oils, creams. As mentioned earlier, massage is a common application. For further therapeutic benefits, consider dosha, marma, chakra, or foot application. Example would be to apply it to the lower stomach for diarrhea, as you see the Vata area on the left illustration, or under the big toe of both feet for the thyroid issues, as per the center illustration. The third illustration of Maha Marmas may be a new concept if you've not yet had the honor and privilege of hearing TM instructor and Marma therapist Akos Mester from Copenhagen, Denmark. To simplify Marmas is to think of them as a merger of chakras, lymphatic system, and pressure points, but that really is oversimplifying it. The key takeaway about Marma massage is to always direct the massage towards the heart. These here are typical skin reactions that may happen from topical application. However, I will preface this with, if the client is using an oil for a prolonged period of time and the oil has what I'll call fully saturated their system, then the oral reactions could become possible as these oils have now become internalized. Remember, the topical applications will allow absorption into the skin, into the body. Often these reactions might come as a surprise, even if you do a test patch on the hand or the wrist. You may find redness on the face. The best benefit of smelling oils is the direct route to the limbic system. This is the stereotypical association when one mentions essential oils for aromatherapy. The nice thing is that topical applications can also provide olfactory benefits. This method is great for going straight to the limbic system and wonderful for treating mental health and emotional conditions and assisting with meditation and spiritual aspects, as this diagram shows. You would want to avoid smelling directly from the bottle, as it will vaporize. So the secondary benefit of topical application presents itself in the form of smell as well. These are typical allergic responses to smelling oils, as well as any of the other reactions to topical or oral applications. Many times a person will simply not like a smell, and this is also a good indication to not use that oil on that person. Professor Malaysian provided a detailed monograph of the oils, which lists many applications, percentages of dilution, ratios, usages, dosha implications, etc. Do consult this frequently. By no means are you an expert on oils. Check and cross-check and check again. Gave us a useful tool when she provided a PowerPoint on chemotypes. Revisit that resource and take heed in particular to page 4 that I've illustrated here, the contraindications and precautions, and reference this frequently. A patch test is always recommended. You want to keep out of reach of children and pets at all times. As I wrap up, I want to show a quick reference on topical oil dilution. Just know that not all drops are equal. Supplies should be sterilized, oils kept in a cool, dark place. Ideal would be in the refrigerator to prolong the shelf life. Safe handling practices to avoid spills and accidents. And reference the gas chromatography and mass spectrometry sheets. Remember these and recognize this in order from mild to severe. Notice how this corresponds to smelling, at least in invasive and fast response time being through the nose to the limbic system. Next is the dermal applications, and most invasive is the oral. And when I say invasive, I mean risky. So here are references that I would highly recommend you take a look at. And for any further, I want you to take care. You've just graduated my little presentation here.